The fountain scene plays a very significant role in atonement. The fountain scene is represented in the viewpoints of Bryony, Cecilia, and Robbie. McEwen uses center of consciousness in order to present the significance of the fountain scene, but also the symbolism of the Turton fountain. The Turton fountain itself is significant as it symbolizes the Ovid's metamorph. In Ovid's metamorph, Turton uses godlike powers to end the universal deluge, and thus follows the idea of deity or deities destroying civilization for divine retribution with a great flood. This resembles to myths such as Noah's Ark, where God uses a great flood and Noah was given the role to save animals and his family to make a new world. This role that Noah does is a way to atone to God for the mistakes mankind has made, and thus suggests to us that Bryony's misinterpretation of the fountain scene will cause a great problem like the flood, but in the end to save or atone for the flood she's created. This symbolism of the great flood also links to how Cecilia pretends to drown in the fountain in front of the powerless and hopeless Robbie, who is receiving the punishment as retribution. We see that Bryony atoned for what she did from the quotation, "I like to think that it isn't weakness or evasion, but a final act of kindness, a stand against oblivion and despair, to let my lovers live, to unite them at the end. I gave them this happiness, but I was not so self-serving as to let them forgive me. Not quite, not yet." There is a dark history behind the Turton fountain, where dead people were displayed in front of it. The dark history foreshadows the future of how Bryony's misinterpretations will cause problems, but also the death of Robbie and Cecilia, as they are the two characters who are displayed in front of the fountain during the scene. The fountain also symbolizes the change in Robbie and Cecilia's feelings by the action of the water surface in the fountain. It was difficult to see because the rolling surface had yet recovered its tranquility, and the turbulence was driven by the lingering spirit of her fury. He put his hand flat upon the surface, as though to quell it. This gives us the sense that Cecilia is only angry because she doesn't understand her own feelings, and that Robbie was there to calm it down. The fountain scene is misinterpreted by Bryony due to her melodramatic views and childish manner. McEwen presents this using center of consciousness. In Bryony's center of consciousness, she had seen Robbie as a humble woodcutter who would save the drowning princess, which represents Cecilia. But she sees Robbie imperiously raise his hand as though issuing a command. We know this is not true because this extract of Bryony's viewpoint of fountain scene is a juxtaposition of Cecilia's and Robbie's viewpoint of the scene, and this makes the reader automatically compare the two scenes. This therefore tells us that Robbie does not issue a command, and further does not have that sort of authority, nor power. Juxtaposition also further makes Bryony's viewpoint a parody, especially when Bryony says, "Thank God," as she sees Cecilia get out of the fountain, and thus makes us know her childish manner, but also the exaggeration makes it parodic. Bryony then thinks to herself how easy it is to get everything wrong, completely wrong. This implies that McEwen means that Bryony thinks her fairy tale is wrong, but actually what's wrong is how she misinterprets things.